He didn't say 5,000 kidnappers. He didn't say 5,000 terrorists. 5,000 innocent Biafra, more than 5,000 have been murdered since 2015 to date. When did Mazi Simon ever came into the struggle? When did Mazi Simon ever came into the struggle? When? The genesis of this very insecurity, every one of us knows that it was Python dance. When Buhari introduced the Python dance, thousands of Biafrans were murdered in cold blood, starting from the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Their first mission was to assassinate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They went to assassinate him, and luckily for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he escaped. He escaped assassination. And 28 men were gunned down. Jack, the dog, was killed. In so many other places, there were many bodies that were discovered in the forest where their hands were tied at the back. I still have the videos. I still have the pictures. Where Biafrans were discovered, they tied their hand by their back and shot them in cold blood. Simply because they are Biafrans. And this was spoken about in the Southeast Summit that just ended. That more than 5,000 innocent youths in Biafra land have been murdered in cold blood. And the man was urging the governors to speak about that. And also, not only that, that thousands and millions of Biafrans are languishing in jail. That they lock them up and nobody goes for them. Nobody dares go close to ask about them. In all prison yards in Nigeria, Biafrans are locked up. Not because they committed any crime, not because they kidnapped, not because they killed anybody, simply because they are identified as Biafrans in various prisons in Nigeria. How could you have this outstanding and enormous evidence, and yet you are accusing Mazi Simon Ekpa of being responsible for insecurity in the Southeast? An independent body has also indicted Buhari, late Buhari, for sponsoring a bubago to murder innocent people in Biafra land. Using the politicians, using the governors. We saw when they murdered 14 boys in Imo State who went for traditional wedding. The video is in the public. Everything I tell you here, they are all in the public. They are not secrets. They are verifiable information that are not in the public. Up to today, they are still in the public. 14 innocent boys were murdered in cold blood in Imo State who went for wedding, and they were accusing them of being ESN. They accused them of being ESN, and they went there and they gunned them down. Innocent boys. Their family members came online, they cried and they shouted. The videos are still there. You can still verify and see. How could these things be available? Very much available. And somebody will come and I'll be accusing another person of being responsible for the insecurity. The video of Asare Dokubo is still there online. Even in that court, once Mazi Simon Ekpa or his legal team mentioned it, all you need, the computer is in your front. All you need to do is to type that very item in the computer. You will see it before you. Even the judge will be seeing the information before him. Reported by Nigerian media themselves, Nigerian media. The Nigerian government military attack on Okuama community. Okuama community. A community that has nothing to do with their oil bunkering, that has to do with the military. And they left themselves and they fought against the community and destroyed the community entirely. They leveled the community up to date. Is it the one they did in Enugu State? Is it the one they did in Ebonyi State? Which one are you going to mention and leave the other? All these things are there in the public, and yet somebody will come and accuse Mazi Simon Ekpa of being responsible for the insecurity with ordinary lies. There is no video anywhere. There is nobody arrested anywhere or any video anywhere where somebody was confessing and said, Mazi Simon Ekpa sent me. There is no video anywhere where somebody was confessing and said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent me. That video is not existing. But we have videos where somebody confessed on a national TV with all the popular and national televisions. Somebody was confessing, and he mentioned the name of the person that is sponsoring him, the group that we are sponsoring them. But today, Nigerian government is working with that group against Mazen Nandekan, against Mazen Samareba. The Nigerian government prefer reporting information from that group that claim to be part of agitation, but they are not. And this brings us to false flag. When we talk about false flag, the false flag they have created in so many places, in so many items. And when we speak about people I don't know why it is difficult for people to understand. I can't understand. I can't understand why any human being, or any country, it is so sad. Just like Dr. Mazanga was explaining in his broadcast last time, that he sees no reason Finland will adopt false information from Nigeria, a country of particular concern, a country that supports terrorism, a country that their Attorney General today is facing terrorism case. Not just facing, ammunitions were discovered in his home. A country that their president is a drug baron, indicted in the United States. How can any human being, how can any sensible country be working with them? A country that a competent court in Canada has said that this country, their political parties are terrorist organizations. How will anybody still be working with them? And the funniest thing is that this Finland we are talking about, Finland does not respect documents from Nigeria. Even their passport is not respected. They don't accept it as a medium of age. They don't accept it. They don't accept it. They do not respect it. But how is it that when it came to the blackmail of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Jacob, they accepted it without verification? They handed him 6 years without allowing him to defend himself appropriately. Of course, the only reason they could do that is for political interest, for economic interest. But I know the world will not be silent. There are still many people who are sensible on this planet Earth. The world should not be about money alone. It should not be about economy again. Humanity also matters. And that is why we are calling on Finland to make the correction before it is too late. Finland need to make the correction before it is too late. They need to make the correction. They must make the correction before it's too late. Every one of us, we know that Finland has a very wonderful reputation in the world. When it comes to the human rights, they have a good reputation. Finland also have a good reputation when it comes to the rule of law. That we know very well. And that is why we were counting on them. That was why Mazi Samareba said that he will bring Finland to Biafra land. But today, what we are seeing is different. What we are seeing today is different. I am not sure it is going to be the same thing. I'm not sure we will continue to believe the same, or Mazi Samareba will continue to say the same thing if Finland continues on this path. If Finland continues on this path, I'm not sure that Mazi Samareba will still tell us that he will bring Finland to Biafra land. We respect Finland. We love Finland so much. We appreciate them. We have followed them closely. And we have always shown respect to them. But as it stands today, if they continue on this path they have chosen, I'm not sure we are still going to be having the same respect for them. I'm not sure we are still going to be speaking in the same manner for them. And that is why Biafrans are pouring to Finland. from all corners, from all angles, to express themselves. Many of our brothers and sisters are in Finland as we speak. Many of them have been there from day one. They have been there since 4th. Many has been there since 4th up to date, and they're going to be there until the case ends. They spend their time, they spend their money, spend their energy and effort. It is not for joke. It is not for joke. And I will continue to appreciate everyone that have made it in Finland. Everyone that have been able to go, whether you spend 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, as long as you have been able to go to Finland, I appreciate you, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will reward you abundantly. Whatever you have lost, Chukwu Okike Abiyama will replenish you. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will protect you, guide you as you go and come back. No evil shall befall you. More especially those of them that have spent time there. From beginning up till now, they are still there. I don't care who they are. No matter who they are, no matter what the motive is, I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will reward them abundantly. It is not easy. In that very court, if you are following the event and all my program, I have said it. The most important thing I see in that court is unification. The most important message I see in the court of Martin Simon Ekpa is the unification of the Biafran people. That is the most important thing I have seen there. It does not matter how you feel about it. It does not matter what you think. It doesn't matter whether you like the people who are there or the group you come from. I don't care about the group where you come from. As long as you're in Finland to support the cause of Biafra, to support Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, I appreciate you, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will strengthen you. But I want every one of you to have in mind that the unification of Biafra has started. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started the initiative, recover the IPOB under the criminal Chikedozie Machina Samoru, and now place them on the normal place it should be. And today, Biafrans are united in Finland under Mazi Simon Ekpa, doing the needful to give him the ultimate support. And once he comes out, the unification will be complete. Mazi Simon Ekpa is 100% in touch with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is 100%, 1000% in touch with Mazi Simon Ekpa. These two leaders are pursuing one agenda, and they are on the same line. Inseparable. There is nothing they have not done for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to distance himself from Mazi Simon Ekpa. He refused. There has nothing they have not done to make him attack Mazi Simon Ekpa. They have gone through his lawyers. They have gone through his family. They have gone through his closest. There is nothing they have not done to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from another planet. He sees things that many of us cannot see. The same way Mazi Simon Ekpa, he sees things that many of us cannot see. Look at him in the court. Every time Biafrans complain, I know that Biafrans, we are too emotional, more especially our women. Our women are too emotional. When they complain, he always tells them, we are one people. We are one. They complain, he said, we are one people. Have patience. When I come out, I will give everybody his medicine. He continued to make that statement. We are one people. Focusing on the main target. Remember the video I play each time I start my program. Remember that video I play each time I play. He says, I stand with everybody, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand with everybody. That video I play, I have a reason why I play that video every day before I start my program. I have a reason why I play that program. I want to play it again. Listen to what Mazi Simon said here. It is important. Listen. That message is very powerful and strong. But some of us don't pay attention. Listen.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all. so long as you are fighting against it.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? And this is the mindset of our leaders. This is the mindset. This is the same mindset we are supposed to have. Everyone, some of us still have that group mentality. You occupy your mind and your head and your brain with group mentality. That will not lead you anywhere. Look at Mazen Nandekano. He is working with Avid. He is working with the Rising Sun. He's working with ambassadors of self-determination. Without any grudges, with pure heart, without any argument. But some of you in your little groups where you don't even make much impact, you are fighting, abusing and cursing. In your little group, go to Avid. Avid have experts. You don't know people who are in Avid. Avid, American veterans of Igbo extraction. American veterans. Many of them are top officials in the U.S. Army. People that have served in the U.S. Army. These are people that have personality. You know, if you have served in the U.S. Army, the United States respects you so much. Your word carries weight. These are people that are in Avid. Ambassadors of self-determination. These are people, matured men and women living across the world. These groups have timber and caliber of people, and they are working with Mazen Nandikan. Nobody is abusing each other. Nobody is attacking each other. They have everybody is focused. Look at today in Israel. In Israel, these groups are all there present defending Biafra. Nobody is saying, oh, it is my group, it is only IPOB, oh, it is only IV, oh, it is. Nobody is claiming anything. They are just there, represented. Everybody is represented in Israel, in their parliament, the parliament of Israel. The only place where Biafra is discussed in the parliament, the only, you know it too, only one place Biafra is discussed officially in the parliament. You saw recently, it was carried in their news. But some of us, this group mentality have made us so useless that we can't even make impact that we are supposed to make. The little impact we are supposed to make, we can't make it because we have divided, we have caged our mind to our little circle. You cage your mind within your little circle. And when you cage yourself within that little circle, you can't do much. That's nothing you can do. I want you to listen to this again.
President Ekpa is not condemning any group, while Mazen Ekpa is not condemning any group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against them.
So long as you are fighting against Nigeria, so long you are fighting against the Zoological Republic. That is the main target. That is the opponent that we have, every one of us. That is the opponent that we have. Why is it difficult for us to embrace this truth? Why are we allowing the enemy to come in? Why are we allowing confusion and distraction to come in from all angles, from all corners? It is sad. Sometimes it is heartbreaking. So heartbreaking when I see the way our people act and behave. I understand people are very emotional. When it has to do with Biafra, I can understand. Many people are doing that of love, but you have to control your emotions certain times. You have to, just like some videos we are seeing that are coming out from Finland. There is no need for all that. There is no need. We need to be orderly at all times. Some videos are coming out from Finland. There is no need for that. No need for that. No need for those fighting. No need for those aggro. No need for those personality battle. There's no need for that. No need for that. Where we are going is very far. Our journey is still far. Reserve those strengths for the battle ahead. Reserve it. Reserve those strengths for the battle ahead. Today, there is no court in Finland. People are relaxing and resting to commence again. Mazi Samanebe is not coming to court today. We are expecting to see him mainly on Friday. We are expecting the Friday outing. The Friday outing will be the explosive day when Mazi Samanebe, personally by himself, will mount the podium. I appreciate every Biafran that I say the presence of Biafrans in Finland is giving Mazi Samanebe extraordinary strength. If you don't know, Some of you don't know. So I applaud everybody that is that. More especially, Professor Chioma Okoma and the husband. Professor Chioma Okoma and Dr. Okoma, they have done amazingly well. From the beginning till this time, from the protest, they have been part of the protest. From the legal issue, they have made a very good impact. And you can see them working seriously in the front line in the court today, helping out, even in providing evidence. Helping I can say they are part of the technical team, providing evidence, even to the lawyer, Attorney Tommy, reaching out to him, making the work much more easier with their presence there. I must say I appreciate her so much. Professor Okoma and Dr. Okoma, Professor, the wife and the husband, they have committed their time, committed their money, committed their effort, their wisdom, more especially their wisdom. Their wisdom, because before you see somebody get to the level of a doctor, a professorship, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. For you to consult a professor, you know how much it's going to cost you for an hour. For you to consult a professor, you know how much it's going to cost you. Consult a doctor for an hour, you know how much it's going to cost you. But these people bring their knowledge and wisdom into the Biafran cause. They added their money and their time also. Likewise, so many other Biafrans who have flew from all parts of the world, who left their job. You see some people there who are engineers. You see nurses. You see businessmen left their business, left their offices, and they are in Finland. It is not a joke. They didn't come there to play. None of them came there to play. And that is why it is important to tolerate everybody. We cannot always have the same ideas. Allow people to express themselves. And it is not in your hand to dictate who is right and who is wrong. It is not in your hand, because you are not God. Only God in heaven sees the heart of every man. Only God in heaven sees the heart of every man. But you, as a normal human being, you can't see my heart. I might sound so cool and calm, but my heart will be different. And I might sound so loud and tough, but my heart is different. It is only God that sees the heart. None of us is in the position to judge at one another. Don't judge. And when I say don't judge, it doesn't mean that when you see somebody going wrong, you will know. But don't push it. Don't push it as if you want to take command. You can't. Even Chukwu Okike, who has all the authority, gave man that wisdom, that liberty. Get the liberty to make their choice. Chukwu Okike gave human being the liberty to make their choice. He can say everybody must worship me, and if you don't, you are gone. But he left everybody to make their choice. So why won't we human beings tolerate each other and allow people to make their choice? Once again, I appreciate everyone that have been in that Finland. I appreciate every one of us, and I thank you all for what you have done in that Finland. And there is a video I would like to share that came out from that Finland yesterday. I think that video is worth listening to. I want us to pay attention to this video I'm about to play. It is outside. It's one of those unification I'm talking about. The message is not, let the message not be about group. Keep your group mentality aside. Focus on Biafra. Focus on Biafra. That is the subject. Both the IPOB, both the Brigade and the USBG, every one of them should focus on the target. The target for every one of us is Biafra. We should focus on that. Biafra. Wherever you belong, focus on that target, Biafra. Don't come online and all you do is to make your other brother irrelevant. Don't come online and every time what you say is to preach against someone. Don't. Just focus on that your own, you can do. Present to the world what you have and let the world see Biafra through you. Let the world see Biafra through you. Ignore every other thing. Since you have chosen to be in a certain group, focus on the image of Biafra. Let the world see Biafra through you. Do what you can do on your own. I want us to listen to this very video. It caught my interest, and I think we need to listen to what was said here. It is important.
Every government responsibility is to first of all rescue and stand for our citizens. And then we, the indigenous people of Biafra, indigenous people of Biafra, and then standing as the United States of Biafra, or a Biafrans as a whole, as general, we have been fighting because we have been anybody that knows the history of.
You see, when he was speaking, he tried as much as possible to include everybody. Because each time you are making a broadcast and defending Biafra and you try to segregate, you pass a wrong message. But as he was speaking, I'm happy that while he was speaking, he used that word, the indigenous people of Biafra, including everybody. Even when he came back to talk about the USBG, he realized that using that is going to extract some people from the discussion. He came back and said, it is about Biafra. That is the kind of way we are supposed to be reporting issues. But some people, they keep on making it about themselves. You keep on making it about your group. And when you are doing that, you are distancing yourself from other people. You are distancing people from yourself. Let there be this idea of inclusion. That is why I have said it time again in my platform. I speak about Biafra restoration, not anchoring myself under any group. I don't belong anywhere. I belong to Biafra. The Biafra that is under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. In my program, whenever Chris Nwogu, the HOD of Biafra, of the HOD of IPOB, under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he does a program, I promote the program. I play his program on my platform. I listen to his program. Every instruction that comes from him, I follow it because it is from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Likewise, Mazi Simon Ekpa, every instruction that has to do with Mazi Simon Ekpa, I follow it. More especially when I confirm it and see it is from Mazi Simon Ekpa. I play it. I follow it. If I don't confirm it, I will not. I will not. That is my way here. I pursue reality. Reality. When I see reality, I don't focus on your pictures or your hopes and dreams or opinion. No. It is good to have hope. It is good to have your own opinion. It is good to have your dream. But the reality will always be the reality. And that is where my focus is. Under Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Briggy is there. The USBG is there. But before I will talk about, when I see something that you have done, genuinely, with evidence, I will speak about it. In this case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, I know what Briggy did. I know what Briggy did. I attended most of their gatherings. And I have always been promoting the issue of Mazi Simon Ekpa legal. I promoted it here, supporting the legal team of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because they did very well. The lawyer that was gotten from the United States, who is part of the technical team today, I promoted it. 2 people were brought from the United States into this very Finland. They came through that, the help of Dr. Bryson Okoma and his wife, Other Briggy. Dr. Masanga, I have always promoted his item here. Dr. Masanga is an independent man working for Mazi Simon Ekpa to make sure that his voice is heard. Because of the love he has for the Biafran struggle. He said it, even the last video he made, he still said it, that he's working independently as a humanitarian job for the love he has for Biafra and for the love for humanity, fairness, and the rule of law. Nobody is paying him. Nobody consulted him. He knows Mazi Simon Ekpa. He knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He knows what they stand for. Even when they were around, he promised them that he will promote the cause of Biafra. And that is what he's doing. He said it in his last video that he just did yesterday. But sometimes some of us will misunderstand. Some of us will take, because you hate somebody, when the person is talking about somebody else, you hate him the more. Some, you don't have any problem with anybody. But once you see that the person in your group is attacking that person, you hate that person. Without even listening to see if this person have done anything wrong or not. Just because somebody told you that this person is bad, he's bad because he's not promoting our group, he's bad because he's not part of our group, because he's there, he's not part of our group. You begin to condemn the person. That is arrant nonsense. It's the highest idiocy that I'm seeing. We must not have the same opinion. We must not be in the same group. Everybody have the right to work towards one agenda, one goal from different directions. Working towards one goal from different directions. I want us to listen to this. Let's hear him.
Every government responsibility is to first of all rescue and stand for our citizens. And then we, the indigenous people of Biafra, indigenous people of Biafra, and then standing at the United States of Biafra, or Biafrans as a whole, as general. We have been fighting because we have been, anybody that knows the history of Biafra know that we have tried before to stay on our own, based on the execution, killings, atrocities that was going on in Nigeria against us. And we will not give up. The same way that the Finland didn't give up when they were fighting to separate from Russia. The same thing, we are not going to back up, no matter how long it takes. And finding someone who stand boldly and be demanding and crying and weeping and motivating, encouraging Biafrans and saying, no matter the persecution, no matter the massacring, no matter the watching, we will stand on our own. Yes. And then this voice, the Finland, is trying to silence his voice. That's why we are here to show solidarity. First of all, to show solidarity, and then also to plead with Finland to release him. For us, let us continue what we are doing. What we are just wanting is just our freedom. Every human being have the right to live and have the right to Thank you.
That was an amazing presentation. I love the way he presented it because he started very well, introduced indigenous people of Biafra. That is what I have said it before when I say that IPOB is our Anobi. You cannot run away from your Anobi. In Igbo land, you don't sell Anobi. You can sell any part of land, but that portion where your umbilical cord is being buried, you can't sell it. And that is IPOB.